Hey everybody, welcome to This Week in Sports. I'm Sean. So, over the last week or so, there was a major move in college football, and it actually is a little comical. Lane Kiffin is fired. The fact that he's fired is not comical because, I mean, he has a family, mouths to feed, and things like that. But the way that it happened is just, oh my goodness gracious. I remember just watching ESPN and just hearing how this happened. It was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of this happening before. It's almost like when the Baltimore Colts were packed up in the middle of the night and moved, from Baltimore to Indianapolis. It's kind of like that because something like this doesn't happen very often. Apparently, after the shellacking that they received, they were coming back to LA. They just got back to LA. They're getting off the plane. Buses waiting for them. Buses are running. Players are in the bus. And before Lane Kiffin could get out to the buses, they stop him and tell him he's fired. Middle of the night, just like that. Boom, you're done. So this is funny, comical that how it happened, but it is sad that he doesn't have a job now. To compound on this it really sucks because the contract that he signed with USC, he got paid millions of dollars a year, and also in that he was given a $500,000 stipend to buy a house, and if he ever got fired or let go, he would then have to pay back the $500,000. So not only did he lose his job, he's now having to pay back $500,000 to USC. USC, man, they have got so much stuff going on for them right now, just bad mojo right now. I mean, they have all those sanctions that were put against them a few years back. They're still going on right now. Their attendance has dropped over like 20,000 of the last year, I think it was, and they're just, they're not the big. They're not like the big dog on campus anymore. Now it's UCLA in LA area. So, I mean, they got their work cut out from them. They got to get a coach. They got to get some players back. They got to do a better job with what they're doing as a whole. And hopefully they can dig themselves out of this hole they've already dug themselves. So as of today, the President's Cup started. A little golf news for you guys. The President's Cup is like a little offshoot of the Ryder Cup is with Europeans, mainly British. The President's Cup is international as a whole. The Ryder Cup's been pretty difficult for the Americans to win, the U.S. to win, but the President's Cup is a totally different story. They've won 7 out of 9, and they're going for 8 out of 10 right here with this one. They've actually got 7 of their players are ranked in the top 11 players in the PGA Tour. That's pretty amazing. So, I mean, right there, they are pretty top-heavy compared to the internationals. This is going to be, it's a more casual experience than the Ryder Cup. They've all talked about it. A lot of the players on the internationals and the U.S., they all enjoy it more. They get to, enjoy the whole situation as, and play golf. And it's much more relaxing, they say. So I'm looking forward to this. I want to see some nice, best ball play. That's what they're starting with today. All the good stuff. I'm really excited about this one. In more golf news, Tiger Woods was also named Player of the Year. This marks his 11th time winning Player of the Year. Other than him, only 2 other players have won it more than once. Tiger might not have won a major this year, but he did get 5 wins. One of those being the Player Championship, which is the unofficial 5th major. So that was the biggest tournament that he won this year because he said that came at a course that he routinely plays but has always had trouble with. So that was the biggest win of the year for him. He's very happy about this, and no matter how many times he's going to win it, he says he loves winning it because it's a special thing. So I really like to hear this from this. He's very candid over this week because of the President's Cup. Like I said, it's a very relaxing feel. So he's been very candid over this past week with interviews. He also won the PGA of America Varden Trophy, which is the lowest scoring average of the year. Steve Stricker actually beat him out for the PGA Tour, Byron Nelson, lowest average, but the differences between the two is the PGA Tour one is a minimum of 50 rounds, the PGA of America is 60 rounds, so there's a slight difference there. He didn't win both of them, but he did win the Varden Award. He also won the money title this year in the PGA Tour. Tiger Woods, he didn't win a major this year, but he's really picked his game up over the last year and a half, and hopefully this is good signs for coming years. I really hope he can match, Jack Nicklaus in his major wins. I really hope he can match that. If not pass him, I'm really rooting for Tiger. A little bit of basketball news. Russell Westbrook, one of the top young talents in the NBA, one of the top 5 point guards in my opinion in the NBA. He is going to be missing 4 to 6 weeks. He had an unexpected, unscheduled knee surgery that he had to have just this past week, and so now he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. This is bad news for the Thunder because he missed out on the playoffs when he got hurt, and Kevin Durant said that he is like the heart of this team, and since James Harden is gone, they need him. They really definitely need him, and this is really going to be bad times for the beginning of the season that they're going to be missing him. And even when those 6 weeks are up, who's to say he's going to be 100%? So for the Thunder, this is really worrisome. Russell Westbrook, UCLA product. I'm a UCLA fan. I really hope he gets healthy. It's a fun game when he's playing. He can definitely jump up there, dunk just with the rest of them. He could make very explosive plays. So this is tough news for the Thunder. It really sucks for us fans, but hopefully he'll get back to 100%. A couple weeks after the season starts at the end of the month. Also, in more basketball news, but also kind of related to video game news, Take-Two NBA 2K14 is out this week, and Jordan was doing an interview with them, and he was pretty candid as well, for what Jordan is usually, and he talks about a bunch of stuff about how the young players these days, you don't know what it's like to bang down low because they get ticky-tack fouls called on them, so they don't know what the repercussions are for going down low like they used to back in Jordan's era. He also talked about who he wants to play, in his prime, if they were in their prime, Kobe, D-Wade, LeBron, Carmelo. Lots of stuff in this interview. It's a 1 of 2-parter that Take-Two put out already this week. Hopefully they put out the next one pretty soon, and we could see what more candid things Jordan has to say about the state of basketball. Also, the Major League Baseball playoffs are here. They just started this week. In the NL, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates playing the St. Louis Cardinals. You have the LA Dodgers playing the Atlanta Braves. In the AL, you have the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, or the Tampa Bay Rays as they're called now, versus the Boston Red Sox. You have the Detroit Tigers versus the Oakland Athletics. So all of these games going on right now, playoffs starting in October. October ball is happening. I'm really happy. This is the best part of the season because this is when it counts. This is when it really counts. So I'm really excited about that. That's it for this week in sports, guys. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, inquiries in the comment section down below as well. And remember, let's get this conversation started off right. We'll see you next time.